going on?
What's up, Chris?
Chris, a few more padded practices, reps, things like that under your belt. How are you feeling so far going into the preseason game this weekend?
I feel good. Going against a lot of good competition. At my first NFL camp, feels good. I got high expectations, high standards for myself, so I can't wait to play in my first preseason game. It's gonna be fun.
And how do you avoid letting that kind of first NFL exposure from getting into your head? It's obviously something you've been working for
It's a good experience. I mean, it's always a dream to be able to be in the NFL. Since a young age, I'm finally here, so try not to be too hard on myself. But at the end of the day, I'm trying to compete. So I feel like it's been a good experience going against a lot of good competition, like I said. And I'm just getting better at the end of the day.
Is there anything specific you're trying to work on in this first preseason game that maybe you can't do without kind of live drills and live tackles?
Just game speed. I feel like when it comes to game days, I feel like I'm a different player on the field, and I want to be able to witness that and put that on film. So I feel like going into there, I want to have a good mindset, and however long I play, I want to be the best I could be.
Chris, how forward are you looking to do it against somebody else? Because after a while, you just got to get sick of being the same guy every week.
Yeah, it's definitely a thought in my mind to be able to go against somebody else. But at the end of the day, it's all good competition at the end of the day. And finally getting out there to play my first NFL game is going to be fun. And I can't wait to go out there in Houston and do that. So.
Chris, it looks like you're creating a lot of separation. What's the key to that for you? Like, what are you thinking about when you're setting guys up to kind of do some of that stuff?
That's just how I play the game. I feel like my job is to make it easier on the quarterback to get open. So I want to be able to get open and make sure I'm doing that every day consistently, so we can build that trust. But I feel like that's what I did at Ohio State, and that's what I want to bring that over into the NFL to this team.
Earlier in camp, you talked about press coverage. You struggled there early. Do you feel like you've grown in that regard, getting off the line scrimmage there?
Oh yeah, I feel like I got way better. Just getting reps over time and throughout the practice with great cornerback going against great cornerbacks. So I feel like I'm getting a lot better at that. And once I get better at that, I feel like I'm gonna be a lot better in my game.
Chris, do you like the expectations that everybody has for you, coming to the season?
Oh yeah, of course. I like it. Make me want to go harder, but like I said, my expectation for myself is way higher than that. So I don't really look at that stuff. Kind of keep it to myself, and when I know I'm not playing at the level I want to, kind of get mad at myself and kind of raise that level. And I feel like I could do that in a switch, and I feel like that's what makes me play at this level and do what I did at Ohio State, is having that self mindset and raising that bar for myself. So I feel like that's good for me.
What's the one thing that Mike has taught you or told you that kind of just really sticks with you, that you know you need to carry with you?
He just got a really good routine. He's consistent with his routine throughout the day. So just staying consistent with that. I feel like everything else going to take care of itself. And when he's on the field, he don't really talk much. I kind of follow that lead. He got that dog in him, so I feel like that makes me want to go harder. And I feel like that makes the whole team better. So.
Chris, has anything about this experience surprised you at all? Because it just kind of seems like felt like you belong right away, and it doesn't really look like there's been hiccups or anything for you. Like, is anything surprised you at all about the NFL?
Not at all, man. Like I said, Ohio State really prepared me for this. When you go to Ohio State, it's competition every day, and you got to fight for your job every day. So really prepared me for this. And coming into camp, I feel like it was the same at Ohio State, and really separated me from everybody else. And, I was prepared and ready, and I wanted to make a stamp my first camp.
You say you don't talk a lot. Who's the biggest trash talker in the receiver?
I don't know, man. I feel like once we get in the game, we're gonna find out. But I feel like once somebody starts talking to us, I feel like we all gonna talk back. But that's just the type of receivers we got. We're not gonna start it, but I feel like we're gonna finish.
Are there any particular strengths that you felt like you clearly had as a receiver in college that you
have been able to tell are probably going to translate pretty well at this level, whether it's speed or not finding space or leverage or whatever the case may be?
Just probably my speed and my quickness. I feel like that's the really things that stand out to me. Coming in here, I feel like that's what I was one of my strengths coming in here, and actually using that at this level too. I feel like I could use that also in the NFL. So just using that and then bringing a lot of other tools in my game on the field. I feel like that's going to help me a lot throughout the year.
How about kind of putting your foot in the ground with like really sudden change in direction? You seem to have been effective a few times.
Oh yeah, my change of direction is really good. Also, I work on that, kind of stretch a lot, and, but it's really natural ability, and God blessed me with that. So I kind of try to use that, get in and out of my breaks, and kind of shake people at the line. I feel like that helps me a lot in my game too.
Chris, something that's often been asked of New Orleans Saints wide receivers is like perimeter run blocking. Do you feel like that's something that's been asked of you at all, or something that you're working to develop in at all?
Yeah, we did that a lot at Ohio State. They asked us to block a lot, especially on the perimeter. We had a lot of stretch plays, a lot of outside runs. So we definitely did that a lot. And I feel like I could carry that on from Ohio State into the NFL too.
Did you learn to like it?
Of course. I mean, yeah, I got to college at like 160, so I wasn't really enjoying it early on, but I kind of got into it, and we had to do it, so I kind of got it. We had to block, so I feel like I got into it, and it was fun at the end of the day.
I mean, can it be a nice change of pace in that when you're running a route, the DB is trying to be physical with you in the first 5 yards. Now all of a sudden it's a chance for you to be the aggressor physically against them, push them around a little.
Oh yeah, I mean, first 5 yards, that's NFL rules. So I feel like after that you can't really make contact. But it's a physical game. Football is a physical game, so we're gonna have to get physical at the line if they put hands on us, and we got to fight through that and get open for the quarterback.
I'm sorry, I was saying, does run blocking, is that a nice change of pace? Because when you're run blocking, then you can be the aggressor, whereas when you're running a route, they're trying to knock you off. Yeah. On a running play, you can push them around a little.
Yeah, for sure. So we just gotta push them around, make room for the running back at the end of the day. So that's just what it is.